Colossus. It's a gym that is basically for everyone. It's a barbell club, and they have all the equipment that we need here for today's training. So we thought we'd drop in, say hello, meet some people. Honestly, I've been really enjoying being on the road and being a bit of a nomad lately, where we've just like dropped in, you know, met different people from all corners of the world essentially, and yeah, just got to hear their stories and where they're at and what they're doing, especially through this whole pandemic experience. You know, everyone's experienced it very differently. But yeah, today, if I'm being honest with you, I have no idea what's on the training schedule. What I'm sure I'm going to find out. I'm just going to go through my usual warm-up routine, and I'm sure it's going to have something to do with cleans, squats, getting the heart rate up, you name it. So I look forward to seeing what's on the proven programming today.
So generally when Tia trains, particularly when she does her strength stuff, I would do it alongside her. I've learned when to interact or when to inject myself into this. A lot of the earlier sets, I'll let her fine tune herself and find out where she is. I feel like the biggest learning where I can, the biggest opportunity for me to inject myself and to add value would be in the later sets. Just so that's when fatigue starts setting in. That's when volumes, that's when percentages start being high. That's when we start seeing a breakdown in form. So I wait till she does her warm-up procedure, let her do a couple first sets, and then I'd introduce myself. I do my own thing. In fact, at the moment, I'm doing something that we're going to do next week. So sometimes when I train, I don't necessarily do what she does. I'm also thinking about what we're going to do in the weeks ahead as well. And I find a lot of value in that. I need to understand what I'm going to put the athletes through. So yeah, so trying to juggle both for me is exciting, but we've come to a point where she knows what she has to do, and I trust her, and I just sit back, watch. If I need to do anything, I'll come in and cue.
So I just got done with some power clean power jerks, and as I was warming up, Shane noticed that when I clean it and rack it up on my shoulders, I reset to go into my jerk, I'm pressing as I'm also standing out. And so in that set, I was really focusing on just making sure that as soon as I reset from my power clean, I dip and drive, nice powerful drive out of the jerk. I catch in my power position, and then I make sure my arms are already locked out before I stand up through my legs. So making sure that I'm actually utilizing my legs rather than actually lifting the weight with my arms, because your legs are a lot stronger than your arms. So being a little bit more efficient in that, and they were some of the focusing points that I was just focusing on. Basically, so throughout the set, not every single rep was quality. And that purely just came down to something caught my eye, and I wasn't solely focused on my lift, which is something that you don't want. So you want to make sure that you're focusing solely on your lift, you have no distractions. And I caught something in middle of one of the lifts, and I found that I got a little bit more wobbly, and that was just something that I had to, like, you know, pull back, stop, reset, and also remember, okay, no, just focus on what you're doing rather than anything external.
up in the morning, cut the TV on and see line again. Put you in the car for slap you in your office, then leave with all of your pins. I ain't giving nothing bad, look to the pad. Pennies being dropped, money getting stashed. Snakes in the grass, too many rats. Really, I be calling out my enemies. Never let a hater finish me. You know this ain't no charity. Only thing we giving out is energy. Riley got it covered, that's my brother. We hit you with lethal weapons. Danny Glover, recover and get the number from your mother. Tongue stuck to my bowl, dumb and dumber. Why you wanna get on my bad side? Why you wanna see me be the bad guy? Wanna see me do mad crime? Grind get flatline. I've been on since diapers. About to go DC sniper. Now I'm feeling really rowdy like I'm Roddy Piper.
Alright, we just got done with my workout. We had some power cleans, bar muscle ups, and an assault runner. Basically, we wanted to get fatigued and still do a certain amount of reps with like high skill and weight. And we wanted to make sure that I was doing good movement patterns, as well as getting the heart rate up and having a fast recovery. So we worked for a certain amount of time and then rested for a certain amount of time and had to do that a few times over. And now we're finishing off with some accessories. So we have some oblique crunches. The purpose of this, I mean, there's a few benefits, but for me, one thing that I really like about this is we're constantly moving in like a forward-backwards motion, right? So whenever we get an opportunity to also work side to side and work those muscles in a different way, it's always going to be beneficial, especially when it comes to CrossFit. You're doing so many different things. You want to make sure you're working the muscles to their full capacity. You know, you'll get stronger, fitter, you'll have a lot more endurance, and it will just be better off overall. And then we're also doing some lat pull downs. I love that machine. Since before CrossFit time, so working on your lats. I'm also changing up my grip, so I'm going wide, then close, then a little bit more narrow, and then yeah, we're done for the day.
So we find that the perks of coming to like a Globo gym, we get to utilize equipment like this, like isolating machinery, like the leg press, the lat pull down. I think it's phenomenal for us to just, when we can, utilize the equipment, especially at the end of our training session, so we can just sort of exert or finish off with like max effort sets or sub-max effort sets, just to get a good leg pump, so to speak, in this instance, and just utilize that. And for us, for training, it's enjoyable. It comes back to where we were before CrossFit as well.
Why do I do bicep curls? Just to get stronger, you know, like the bigger you are, the stronger you are. And so for me, it's, you know, the stronger my biceps are, the more it's going to transfer over into, you know, my pull-ups, my bar muscle-ups, my muscle-ups, like clean snatches, everything that I do with my arms. The stronger my biceps, the better, you know. Obviously size isn't everything, but you know, I obviously want to be really, really strong. So if I can isolate a muscle group and just keep building that strength in that muscle group, then before I know it, once I've done that all over and I'm well-rounded all over my body, I'm that much stronger. I'm going to be that much efficient in my movements, and it's going to be that much easier. So we just got done. I finished off with some biceps, got a bit of an arm pump on, and yeah, man, like this gym was pumping. The music was like on another level. Felt like I was surrounded by BC Visions. But no, honestly, I really look for in a gym is not only like the community and like I guess like the atmosphere, but like the equipment. And what I really love about this gym is it's all Rogue equipment. So you know that you have a good quality equipment here, and nothing is broken. It all works beautifully. It just makes training that much easier, so that, you know, when you go in, you attack a workout, you just have to focus on you. You don't have to worry about your equipment malfunctioning halfway through the workout. So that was a huge bonus, and you know, I'll definitely be coming back to this gym. And that's definitely a thing that we look for when we go traveling, you know, like which gym has all the aerobic equipment, because it's just the best in the world. I hope you guys enjoyed this session. It's so good to be back in the States, training, focusing primarily on CrossFit, and just being amongst my people. Guys, don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one.
Oh yeah. Yo, let's do this. Got picture homie rolling. Let me offer my condolence. You don't know just how I'm doing. And the silence go them broke cause they know him for talking fluent. Got him under the influence, the truest, talking to him. But it's on your ego.